Hello there! I'm Vine and today I have for you my Trade Fortress habitat renewed for 4.0 since the current complexity of the planet's management revived it from the dead. Also, I need something quick today before making a request build featuring habitats. So, let's just jump straight into it, shall we? For designation of Trade Fortress, we need Trade or Fortress Station. The first one is for trade, of course, and the second for the situations where we don't have enough bombardment damage reductions. More on that later. We start development with the Pop Management Zone, specified for biological species as machines do not need that much management. First to build are gene clinics or medical centers, since that's how the first tier is called now. Thanks to it, we will increase habitability, amenities and pop growth, which is very crucial if we don't play with Void Dweller's Origin or Voidborn perk. Next one is clone Vats to get some organic pop assembly, and to capitalize on the organic pop assembly speed bonus from medical workers that we have. The last building is the support one. In practice, anything that helps with job efficiency or overall planet management. For psionic empires, this is an obvious psi core spot. For civilian-focused empires, this would be an autochthon monument. So, in essence, place here whatever you need to place here. Next is the military zone that we can build up when the pops start growing. We set up the top district specialization to urban expansion or planetary defenses. Expansion is for empires that need to conserve pops or habitat districts. Planet defenses for all other situations. First to build here are 3 strongholds for soldier jobs, nice and easy. Second is Planetary Shield Generator for minus 50% orbital bombardment damage. And the last in the zone is Military Academy, or its equivalent, for another plus 200 soldier jobs and bonuses it provides. The last zone we have in this habitat build is the Trade Zone. We set up its district specialization to urban expansion or commercial nexus. Again, commercial nexus to get more traders and expansion when we don't need this much trader jobs. Then we build in order. Commercial zones for plus 200 traders, commerce megaplexes for plus 200 traders and minus 20% trader upkeep, Galactic Stock Exchange for, you guessed it, plus 200 traders and plus 15% trader job efficiency. That's it. Trade Fortress Habitat build up and running in version light, and here you also have one in version heavy for comparison. Both are valid depending on your empire build, with the heavy version giving a nice income of trade. Now, as for defensive potential, we get from 1400 to 2000 soldiers, which technically gives us from 42 to 60 armies. But mind that job efficiency bonus can vastly increase soldier output, number of armies included. But this is not the most min-maxed version of this habitat build, as it can be upgraded with bonuses from 3 different traditions. So, if you don't use trade habitats as simple support, but as part of your playstyle core, take Mercantile for all trade bonuses included, especially for additional trader jobs. Adaptability for survival of the fittest tradition that gives minus 25% orbital bombardment damage and plus 25% defense army damage. And Unyielding for resistance is frugal tradition that gives plus 25% defense army health with plus 0.5 unity per defense army, and never surrender tradition that gives minus 25% orbital bombardment damage received, giving us minus 100% bombardment damage from all bonuses. But mind that the guaranteed 10% damage will always reach the habitat. Now it's done. Time for evaluation. In multiplayer, it's annoyance. To be honest, this is not exactly a multiplayer valid build. You can use it, but in most cases it's a speed bump compared to a proper fortress habitat and a frog shop compared to a proper trade habitat. Nonetheless, it will still work as intended in multi. In single player, it's a fleet support, dedicated mostly for wide empires, a small habitat that you build alongside planets or other habitats to give you naval capacity and trade to upkeep fleets. All of this with doubling as a strong defense point and a pop growth center. As for the roleplay, it's colonial trade hubs. Remember when during colonial era, nations and trade companies were establishing military outposts focused on trade and shipment of goods? This habitat is the same but in space. Perfect for all who wanna roleplay East India Company exploiting whole planets. Anyway, what do you think about this build? Write your opinion in the comments, remember to visit channel's Git Discord, and see you later.